Well, hello future. Join me as I unbox a few little bits from World War II history. So, it's an interesting story. I got a few items from Epic Militaria, um, some various belts and pouches and things. And I also got the same from Amazon, um, Amazon US. No, Amazon UK. Anyway, and this video is going to be interesting to compare the difference because some of the things that I got are the exact same. So it will be interesting, I suppose, as someone collecting bits from the past, to compare that. Even today we are still bound by the present, and yeah, there's different levels of quality out there, so you've got to watch out sometimes. So let's first unbox the new things that have arrived from Amazon, and then I'll compare them with the things from Epic Militaria. Right, so first of all, I shall start with the things that I already have. Car 98 pouches. First time I'm seeing these. Overall, they look very nice. Very nice. I can see a lot of differences between my ones and these ones. I've got that smell, that smell. It smells more like China Mall than leather. But yeah, these are leather, as you can see. So it's going to be very interesting to compare them to the real ones. So yeah, Car 98 pouches, I'm already seeing a lot of differences. But nonetheless, I'm not a fussy person. I'm not at all fussy. And someone spend the effort to make these. But in terms of delivering history shows, I really do not want to lie to the public. So Car 98 pouches, there's even another one here. Quite nice. So let's compare them to the ones I got from Epic Militaria. Okay, ready? So the ones from Amazon, so Epic Militaria is based in England, and they do make their stuff very well. It's not the highest echelon in terms of remaking things. And of course, the ultimate is original things. I don't know if Epic Military uses originals to replicate theirs, but I know that like some of the highest quality is International Military Antiques in the USA. They use originals in their collection. They sell originals, and they remake um, items based on the originals. I got my World War I 1917 Stahlhelm from them, and it's very good, spot on. So yeah, Epic Militaria is sort of the next echelon. It's very good, not the best, but by very strict standards, acceptable. The ones from Amazon were by a group, an independence group selling on Amazon called Reenactors, with a single case, a lowercase r, not even a capital R. And I saw the shipping, they're based in India. So India is awesome, but when it comes to making things, India is sadly quite infamous for making very bad, cheap replicas of things. So here's Reenactors in India from Amazon, and here's Epic Militaria. You see the difference, eh? There's even a width difference as well. And also, note how these have they shape around your body because they go like that. These are pretty flat. And also, this is what's most frustrating. Look at how the tabs stick out, not that much over here, look at that. You can cut the leather, easily done. But what is surprising me is look at the hook. Look at that. This versus this. It's a whole different hook. And I like how they've included the details as well. Liederwerk, Sedene, Finkenwalde. And it says exactly the same on this one, except as you can see, the size is quite different. Both 1940. Even though I actually use these for World War One. But they didn't change much at all. Okay, let's take a look on the inside on these new Amazon ones. Oh, that's interesting. That's also very interesting. They wasted their leather. So look here. It's not really fair. So a little bit of history from World War One. Yes, it's true. The pouches had a little separator inside them to separate the stripper clips, and even this one. But many soldiers would just remove them because they got in the way. And trust me, when in full gear in the World War II airsoft group that I've joined, these things do, those little dividers get very irritating. I think I left them in on one of the pouches. Yes, here we are, just to explain that to the public when I do shows. This is made out of a very fibrous plasticky material in the Epic Militaria remake, which makes sense. In the Amazon remake, they made out of leather, which seems like a waste of leather. Why not just use that stuff? I don't know about the originals, but I'm trusting Epic Militaria a bit more on that. But there's also that plasticky thing at the bottom. What is that? So there's nothing at the bottom, in the bottom, except for, yeah. And look over here. Okay. Interesting. I guess they stitched in, it does look like plasticky material, even cardboard. What is it? Feels like, you know, like double-sided tape when when you haven't removed that thing preventing the sticky thing from being exposed. It feels just like that, whatever that is at the bottom. All right, interesting. Nonetheless, really nice. I'm tempted to color one of them black and use it for my World War II German outfit to go with the Car 98 that I have. I'll hopefully do a video about the World War II outfits. But for now, we were doing Inca. And now it's time to do the Vikings. And anyway. So, yeah, interesting. Next on the list, we have belt. I got a brown belt from Amazon. This is to go with the World War I outfit, so that I can use the black belt for World War II. Ooh, maybe I should have bought a pair of scissors. Okay, hold on. Got it. So, let's have a look at the belt. Oh, nice. Ooh, very nice. I can already see differences. Oh, okay, I can even feel differences. But nonetheless, here is a belt. Now let's compare it to Epic Militaria. However, it's unfair that this has the buckle. I plan to use the buckle because here is the World War I Kaiser's buckle, which I plan to put on the brown belt. So let's compare. Oh wow. Yeah, that's sticking out quite a lot, and you don't want it to stick out that much because it needs to hook. Interesting. Interesting. Fascinating, hey? And also what's sad is, yeah, you can see how the leather here, I've had this for 2 years and it's been used very well. But you can see the leather's more dense, if you could say. Over here, the leather looks more foamy, if that's even a word. It's less dense. But nonetheless, and you can see how it's really going to bend badly there. It's going to have these crease marks there. But in this case, that's what leather does. That's what these coverings do. It'd be interesting to see an original belt then to compare with all of this. But yeah, generally you can already tell, hey. Yeah. Interesting, hey? So interesting. You can tell how I've put a custom hole on the black belt. Yeah, there we go. Interesting, already a lot of differences. Let's try the buckle on it. Let's try put the buckle on the belt. Oh my, it's wider. And you see, it's kind of a hard. Well, oh my goodness. Okay, there. Another interesting thing is I actually sanded the bits here down a bit because on the Epic Militaria buckle, because they were literally stabbing holes in the leather when it goes down like this. Oh, the spout's going to be too big. Let's see how it hooks. Oh yeah, oh gosh, no, I'm going to have to actually hammer that down a bit. No problem though. You see there's this gap there now because of that. The belt's way too big. I'm going to have to make a custom hole like all the way back here or something. It reminds me of the Roman segmentata I got from Amazon. It was very good. Not the best in the world, but very good. But it was too big. And I think it's to do with that thing about the reenactment community being not actual Romans who did Roman training and marches for hours on end. It's people who live a very 21st century lifestyle with computer screens. So they make the armor for people that are generally not as fit as Romans were. And I have a feeling it's a bit similar to this. Because I don't think I could choose the belt size. It was just standard. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, next on the list is... Okay, these two things I don't have the exact copies of. But let's first open this. So these are webbing straps for the US web gear, my US outfit. And I have seen very good replicas in the World War II group. Some of our American players wear these. And I can already see these are not as good as those, but nonetheless, I'm not too fussed. Yeah, cool, eh? Ready to go to Normandy, yes. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yep, these would all hook into the belts, little belt loops. Okay, wow. This will just add a bit more to my US impression, which still has a few things missing, like an actual belt. So I use a South African military belt, sadly. But anyway, I will make a plan. Okay, not much comments since I can't compare these since these are new. But yeah, they are what they are. I'm happy. I'm a bit too fussy, but don't want to lie. Anyway, so let's open the last thing. After this, there are two more things, but those things I'd already received earlier from the same people. They arrived separately, so I've opened them already, but I will compare them with ones I currently have. But first, Y straps. Wow. So these are the Y straps that I've been using. These are actually Fallschirmjäger Y straps, so paratrooper Y straps used by the Luftwaffe, the Air Force, not the Army. And they're made a bit differently. And these are awful. These things look cool, but they are awful. You know why? Because when you have them, because this ring was initially the other way around. A buddy suggested that we turn it the other way and make it hook better. Hooks on, and then you bend down. Oh, comes unhooked just like that. It is so awful. I don't understand how the Fallschirmjäger. I don't understand. Even the MP40 pouches, they're the exact same story. It's the exact same story. You just, oh. So I'm keen to see what the infantry Y straps are like. And these are new. I've never owned a pair of infantry Y straps. I've seen them. A few of my friends have them at the group. Wow, let's see. I'm actually very happy about these. Finally make the impression more authentic. Ooh, wow. They are much bulkier and heavier and chunkier. Oh, I'm honestly not too disappointed at all. These are amazing. Although I have not had my own pair. But yeah, you be the judge. Reenactors remake from India. Wow. Interesting, yeah. Infantry Y straps are much more complicated and chunky. Ooh, it's rusting on the inside. I better oil. I'm going to oil all this and the leather and everything. Oh no! Okay. First disappointment. The buckles are exactly the same. Well, I say exactly, but not quite the same as the Fallschirmjäger ones. Oh dear. I know that with the actual infantry Y straps, the hook is a bit different. It actually is a better design. So this. Come on, this doesn't happen. Oh dear, they used. Okay. Anyway, they used Fallschirmjäger buckles. Okay, the back is good. It has just a single hook. Unlike the Fallschirmjäger rear end. This is not so much a quality difference comparison as a Luftwaffe and an army comparison, and that's a big difference. Although I've seen pictures of Wehrmacht army soldiers using the paratrooper Y straps. I've seen a few original pictures. So yeah, that's why I did it. You can already feel the leather's more supple here. I mean, I have oiled it myself. Over here, it's a bit more click, click, click. Oh, okay. Wow. That's I'm not complaining. These are very nice. They're really going to add to the outfit a lot, hey? Pity about the buckles. I was hoping I'd solve that problem now. And what I was planning to do with these is reverse them to use for World War One. Although the World War One Y straps that they used were thicker than this. They were more like this thickness. So actually, you should reverse these ones for World War One. Nah, anyway, we'll get there. Oh, it's really going to add to the outfit. Yeah, well, this was the Amazon reproduction, reenactors with a lowercase r remake. Oh, I like this. Hey, it's a whole different system for adjusting here. Very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna need to definitely oil these nicely. Cool. So now that you have seen all the items that are new, now I'll compare the things that arrived earlier with what I already have. First of all, MP40 pouches. Here are the MP40 pouches from the Amazon site, reenactors with the lowercase r. And now compare them to Epic Militaria. You see the difference here? These, I think, had the most difference, the biggest difference. Yeah. I mean, just look over here and look at the little tool pouch for MP40s. How they've actually stitched it onto the pouch there so that it doesn't wave around too much. Although, trust me, this thing is really annoying. You can see how I've actually folded the outside. Instead of having it like this with this, you put it in here and it makes it just a bit less everywhere in the way. This one is flying around like all of the secret messages going around during the Cold War. Yeah, I mean, just look at that, hey? Nonetheless, and these are different color. These actually look grayer on the advertised picture. These are actually quite blue, very much like the Luftwaffe. So yeah, there we go. Now we can be Luftwaffe. Jawohl. Oh, and also another big thing. Look here. Strange. They didn't even paint the D rings. And it's actually a bit bigger as well. And the leathers, of course, like look at this leather. Ah. And then look at this leather. Oh well, anyway. So these extras, I was thinking of selling them back into the group. And then, last on the list, the very last item is the Thompson pouches. Ah, yes. Here is the Amazon remake. Yep, it's got US on it, nice. Amazon remake, and then here, let me button it so that it's fair comparison, is the Epic Militaria remake. See the difference. This just says US. Oh, and there's a dot after the S. Haha. This one even says EM Saddlery Co. Company 1942. This doesn't have it. Nice. Yeah, interesting to compare. Functionality-wise, they're pretty similar. If you're in a hurry, still quickly grab your Thompson magazine, stick it back over here. Ooh, this one. They're pretty much the same. Just yeah, the hue. Although even this looks like the hue the US used. But yeah, you can see differences. Even the the bit at the back that you put your belt through is bigger on the Epic Militaria remake. I nearly said original, but anyway. Yeah, so that's been an interesting comparison. All the differences between manufacturers. Very interesting. And the Car 98 pouches. Very interesting. You can see a difference. So I don't want to mix them up. So yeah, interesting and very cool to see Y straps for the infantry. Very nice. So yeah, thanks for joining me. And it was interesting. It's as much as you want to bring the past back to life, we're still in the present. And have you noticed how it's much more popular in the 21st century to reenact things than it was, say, 400 years ago? I can't really think about medieval people being very stringent about reenacting ancient Rome, which to them would have been not even ancient Rome, would have been medieval Rome. No, Middle Ages compared to them. If the Bronze Age was the ancient times, then the Iron Age would be medieval to them. Not really. Anyway, you see what I mean. I mean, they had plays. They did enjoy plays, and I even see that in the was it the Middle Ages or the Renaissance times? They like to make plays about Greek theatre. I think no, it was Renaissance times, post Renaissance times. So in a way, they were reenacting even back then. But they didn't even know about the Harappan civilization. They didn't know about Mesopotamia. Those ancient Egypt was only revived in the 1700s, and yeah, Indus Valley, Mesopotamia, only discovered in the 1900s. Reminds me of that scene in Blackadder where they were doing the death of the pharaoh, and they were doing a skit about the pharaoh dying. It was the first Blackadder where they were set in the 1400s. And I thought to myself, but the Egyptians were only rediscovered and revived in the 1600s, but 1700s, yeah. Crazy, eh? All these little bits. So yeah, good to keep a good mind inside your brain. Always be aware of these differences. And it's all right, you know, wear the Amazon remake. It's not a big deal. But if you are going to do some like a very claim to be fully accurate, rather wear 100% proper remakes. Otherwise, disclaim it. That's what I do in my shows. I will disclaim it if there's a problem. And just as long as you know and are wary about these things. Yeah, thank you. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one, future.